Modern digital security relies on prime numbers. Every time you send an encrypted message or access a protected server, your device is running calculations based on these specific integers. But the process has a major bottleneck: verification. Confirming whether a number with hundreds of digits is actually prime requires a massive amount of computing power and time. Mathematicians have spent centuries looking for a shortcut, a way to identify a prime without checking every single potential divisor. They searched for a single calculation that could confirm primality in one go, rather than through a long process of trial and error. This search led to Wilson's theorem. It states that a number p is prime if and only if you take the factorial of p minus 1, add 1 to it, and find that the result is evenly divisible by p. This theorem offers a binary result, a definitive yes or no for any number we want to test. To understand why this works, we have to look at the two different mathematical concepts involved. First, prime numbers, which are defined by how they can or cannot be divided. Then we have factorials. A factorial is a multiplicative process where you take a number and multiply it by every positive integer smaller than itself. These concepts usually sit at opposite ends of number theory. One focuses on breaking numbers down, while the other creates a chain of rapid, compounding growth. Wilson's theorem connects these two ideas, using the product of all smaller integers to determine if the target number has any hidden divisors. If the theorem is correct, the specific way these smaller numbers multiply together will reveal whether our target p is truly prime. We can see this in action by testing the number 5. First, we subtract 1 from our target, which gives us 4. Next, we find the factorial of 4. That's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, totaling 24. We add 1 to that result, bringing our total to 25. Finally, we divide 25 by our original number, 5. Because it divides evenly with a remainder of 0, the test confirms that 5 is a prime number. When we use this equation, composite numbers fail to leave a clean remainder. This zero remainder result acts as a unique mathematical signature found only in primes. This proves the identity of a prime through a single set of operations, without the need to test every individual factor. Since this test is definitive, you might expect it to be the standard method for generating the primes used in cybersecurity. However, it faces a physical barrier known as factorial explosion. While the factorial of 4 is only 24, the factorial of 100 results in a number that is 158 digits long. The primes used in encryption are hundreds of digits long. Calculating the factorial of a number that size would produce a result so large it would exceed the storage capacity of every computer on Earth. This makes the theorem computationally impossible for large numbers, though it remains a vital tool for researchers to prove the validity of other, more efficient primality tests. Wilson's theorem is a mathematical certainty that is physically impossible to use, a flawless test that reaches its limit at the edge of our computing power. We've looked at how single primes leave a specific remainder. Next, we'll explore how those remainders combine across multiple numbers at once with the Chinese remainder theorem.